Look at the difference between the Spyder Auto headlights and the OEM ones. Welcome back to another video, and in this video, as you saw in the title, we're gonna change out the headlights. Me personally, I don't really like the C6 headlights. I know there's a bunch of C6 owners out there that really like the OEM headlights, especially the ones that are colored match. I don't know if you can tell, but mine's are colored match. Me personally, I like the C7 headlight style look, so that's what I ended up going with. So these headlights are by Spyder Auto. I've always liked his headlights on the C6. So this isn't really gonna be an install video. This is just me just showing you guys the before and after, because there's already like countless of videos of how to uninstall the OEM ones and install some new ones. There's a lot of steps, so you're probably gonna see me jumping from clip to clip to clip because there's just a lot of steps. For now, let's pop the hood open. Let's pull out all the pins. Let's pull out all the screws, and let's start putting out the new headlights on. Oh, also today, you can't really tell, but today I'm actually doing the install in the garage because I woke up late and the sun's about to hit here in about an hour, and I don't like working in the sun, so I'd rather work in the garage. So first things first is, looks like you're gonna have to remove all these little screws. Well, they're not screws, but they're like the T's on the fender, as well as on the bumper, and then as well as on the inner liner. Not the inner liner, I don't even know what you would call this, but all these right here, you're gonna have to remove all those right there as well. They say you can't do it without the car being on the floor. I'm gonna try it. I've seen a lot of people do it, so I'm gonna try it for the first time. So let's go ahead and start removing all these right now. Also guys, really quick, I did mention in the last video that we're also changing out the side markers. Honestly, if you were just going to do that and keep your OEM ones, like your OEM headlights, honestly, all you need to do is just turn your wheel to the right, or whichever side you're on, right? So if you're on the driver's side, turn your wheel to the right. If you're on the passenger side, turn your wheel to the left. Pretty much remove like all of these. Once you pull that back, you're gonna have access to the inside, and you can see the connection right there. So I already disconnected mine. Same thing like the last video. What you're gonna wanna do is just pretty much push these in, push these little levers in, and then that will pop out. So let's go ahead and do that right now, just because we're already here. And there you go, it's out. Boom. So honestly, it was that easy to just switch these out and then put like the smoked one, or whichever one you want. I've seen clear ones, I've seen these smoke ones. I personally like these smoke ones. But yeah, pretty much now you put it back in. Make sure you put that little wire in, and then you just snap it in, and you're done. This is the satisfying part right here. Oh, I'm excited to see how these look when they're turned on. I also want to mention, guys, this is not an install video because there's just too many steps. As you can see, you had to take out a ton of hardware out of the car. The fender, the bumper, all the headlight. Like, there's a bunch of screws in here you gotta take out, inside here. But honestly, yes, you can do it without lifting the car and without taking the wheel out. Just make sure, I guess one of the main things I've always seen in C6s is I've always seen this piece right here on the front bumper always like sticking up. It's because they snapped it. So make sure you're be careful not to snap that. I mean, the C6 was, they don't look bad, guys, don't get me wrong, but it's just that C7 look. It looks so clean. So, all right, now that we got that, we already installed the side marker. Let's go ahead and install the headlight. And let's go ahead and do a comparison between the two. Damn, look at the difference, guys. I'm gonna take it out in the sun, that way you guys can see it. But got the side markers on, got the new Spyder Auto lights on. So this is the Spyder Auto black headlights, and then smoke LED side markers. That way these match the back. But this is how the front of that new one looks compared to the old one with the orange bulb and just like a basic. Yeah, these are already done. You can honestly see how scratched up these headlights were, and then compared to these bad boys, woo! My fingerprints, don't worry, I'll clean that up. Let me go ahead and turn off the car, do that side, and then we'll take it out, and then that way you guys can see it in the daylight. Dude, complete difference, man. Look how sick this looks. This makes my C6 looks like a whole complete different car. Let's check them on. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Love the side markers. Love the headlights. I think I mentioned earlier, like, you gotta be careful when you pull this tab. There's a tab in here, like, if you pull it off, you'll see a lot of C6 cars with, like, this, like, bent up because they broke it. Yeah, so unfortunately that happened to me. I snapped it the wrong way, and now I'm left with that, like, gap. You can't really see it, but there you go, you can kind of see it. It kind of, like, bends back, which kind of sucks. That's my fault, and because of that, there's a gap here now, because now it's not closing correctly. There, you see how, like, my fingernail is kind of, like, in, and then you come over here, you can still see my fingernail, because this one I learned from that side, don't snap it off, and now this one's nice and flush. So that's gonna bug me. But let me go wash my hands really quick, or freshen up. Let's go take it to the car wash, wash it up, so that way we can take it outside, and that way you guys can see this in the daylight. Well guys, this is how it looks out in the sun. It looks like a whole new different Corvette. I love these headlights, man. Honestly, I've been dying to put these on ever since I've seen them first come out many years ago. I was like, man, when I get a Corvette and when I have enough money, I'm gonna put these on my C6. One thing I don't like about these side markers, I'm gonna get some new ones because, let me see if you guys can see this. Can you hear that? They're like floppy. Oh, there you go. You see the reflection? They are floppy. I don't know why the front ones are floppy and the rear ones are not. It's all good. So the front's all done. Look at the rear. Again, we did these last week. So we got the Alpha Rex tail lights. It's a little bright out here, so you can't really see them. You got the rear quarter panel side markers matching the front side markers. Pretty much it for now. As you can see, it's looking completely different ever since I bought it. I think it's been like 1 month, and I've already done a couple of cosmetic things, but don't worry guys, we're gonna start doing some performance parts. We are gonna start doing some performance parts really soon. But for now, I just wanted to get the cosmetics done, and that's what I had to do here. So again, we got the headlights, we got the front lip, we got the tail lights, we got the side markers all dialed in, we got the spoiler. Next up, we're gonna do next week is the carbon fiber side skirts. Yeah, I got some carbon fiber side skirts, so now the whole arrow is gonna look pretty complete. And then after that, it's time for some performance parts, guys. So yeah, stay tuned for next week's video.